What's up? John Anderson here. I'm making a little intro video to MLB Data Warehouse. This is for people that stumbled across this and are wondering what is up with all this. You don't want to just dive in and start paying without knowing what's up. So this video will show you. Cannot show you everything because there's just so much stuff going on. I want to keep this to 5-10 minutes or something, but we'll go through the main features of MLB Data Warehouse and see what you get for your money. It's either a small monthly fee or a discount if you go for the whole year. I'm not going to say the price because it changes. At the time of this right now for 2024 season, it's $9 a month or $80 for the year. So this is what you look at. This is the home page here right now. This will change based on what what's the recent stuff that's come out right now. I'm kind of in the position previews and the team previews, finishing those up. So that's what you see at the homepage. But the you get a lot of free analysis out there and position previews and stuff, and there's projections out there for free and whatnot. But um, the reason that I think this subscription is worth the money is just the crazy variety of stuff and a lot of unique stuff and whatnot that we'll get to. So pretty much everything you can need is in your subscription here. So let's talk first about basically this is kind of how the articles go nowadays. You get a little bit for free. So let's just take a team preview here. So here's the Reds preview that you may have seen, but eventually halfway through each analysis post, I'm going to put a paywall there. So the first thing that you get is you get the whole post unlocked the whole way down, whole team previews, full position previews, all kinds of other stuff, a lot of like more statistical analysis posts like this one, a lot of stats, numbers, just kind of a data analytics side of the game, a lot of stuff like that. So you get all of that. Every post, most posts, 90% of posts will have some free, but the whole thing will be for paid subs only. The big draw, I think, there's a lot, but the projections, I do projections. A little background on me: I have like a data science master's degree, a Python programmer, so I make projection models full season for MLB as well as daily. So here's some of, let's see, here's an example of the full season projections. So here's what the result is. You get your standard stuff here, like kind of your your main categories here for hitters, and here's your pitchers projections, and then I got the full details here as well. So that's the season long projection. So you'll get access to that and all the updates and everything, auction values. You get a cool sheet like this. One thing that I use a lot is, pull that one up. This one kind of compares my projection with the other system. So you see here, like Aaron Judge is a $23 player for $23.69 for me, $25 for the Bad X, etc. So a lot of stuff there, kind of using the auction values and comparing them with other systems. So I'm obviously not selling the other systems; those are totally free. It's just kind of this sheet. It's just one example of kind of things I put together for my own use in Excel, and you get access to that if you're a paid sub. But my projections are really the selling point. I think it's a pretty strong model. There's also daily projections during the season, so let's go to that. This is just an example of some day early last year. I just kind of made a copy and saved it off as a sample. So if you play DFS, this is good for that. This is actually the overall projection is for a DraftKings slate here. So it projected Bryce Harper to score 11.1 DraftKings points against Cal Wright on this day. But the full details are here, so you can use it for whatever you want. You can use it for your lineup decisions, just kind of seeing which guys you want to start each day. Another thing that you can obviously use this for, since we have all the statistics, all the individual categories broken down, is betting lines. People like to bet player props and whatnot. Since this is an older sample of this, but since this day we added more categories here. The ones that were profitable last year were strikeout props and walk props. We actually made quite a bit of money on the walk props last year if you bet them all out. So that's there, and that'll get rolling as soon as the season starts, obviously. So what you can see here is this was my projection for the day. This is what the DraftKings line said. and this was the differential, and then it does the math on actual, like the implied probability of this, of the over is this, and I think it's this, and here's the difference. So this particular bet right here had a 17.5% value. So we were kind of recommending those, and walks and strikeouts were pretty good. As we'll talk about as we get into the season, none of this other stuff was very good. Some of these markets are just bad. But anyway, point is that this is kind of another use for the daily projections, and then we put all this out there so you can see the top bets each day. Okay, so that's the kind of the betting stuff. But daily notes, this is kind of how it all started. I started the blog 2 years ago just doing these daily notes where every morning I would run a script and it would get leaderboards, automated leaderboards. So this all runs with Python and it spits it out for me. I just kind of copy and paste it into here. You can just see yesterday's big performances, whiffs, leaders, a little more advanced stuff, some velo changes. So this little part here will pick up, right, when someone gains velocity the night before or loses it, it'll point that out here. Someone's using a different pitch at a higher rate or a lower rate, it picks that out. So it's just all kinds of stuff in this daily notes. This comes out every single morning in your inbox by 9 or 10 a.m., oftentimes earlier. Just a ton of stuff here, always adding on to that. We have some minor league stuff, hot hitters, cold hitters, last 30 days samples, improvers, guys that are barreling it more recently, stuff like that. Minor league leaders. You can see right here every morning I took AA, AAA, updated the OPS leaderboard and spit that out here. So just a ton of information every morning, upcoming schedule analysis, a lot of stuff about schedules. And I mean, again, there's, for every one thing I mention here, there's probably 5 or 6 that I won't mention. Just so much stuff going on here. You know, stuff like this, kind of, this isn't going to be a good example because the last time this was refreshed was on the last day of the season. But, you know, I have a sheet here that'll, for if you're your in-season fantasy baseball, if you want to see streaming pitchers, we've got all kinds of resources for that. It shows you, okay, hey, in 7 days, Tyler Glasnow is going to probably be facing the Tigers or something like that, and you can kind of know. That's a bad example because Glasnow is obviously someone that started everywhere, but tips for, you know, resources for streaming and projecting out ahead and things like that. Another one is that comes out daily is the DFS and game previews. This comes out, this is automated as well, so just take a look at one here. Here's one game, and it gives you a little projected score, projected total for me. It gives you some pitcher stats. So this is more if you're playing DFS or if you're just interested in a particular game. You can kind of go see the whole projection for each player, the lineups, some prop lines and stuff. Best bets and top plays for DFS. So that comes out every day. And that is, all of this stuff is only going to be for paid subscribers this year. So you really need to pay. You got to pay that $9 a month or whatever the price is to get all of this. I'm not giving much away for free at this point. Dashboards are also another big part of it. Here's the 2023 MLB dashboard. This is also the other kind of big thing that I started with. It was this dashboard in the daily notes that kind of got my start. There's another video to go over all of this, so check that out on the same YouTube channel. But just an absolutely huge resource here. Just all the data you could want all in one place, customizable, searchable, everything. Crazy good resource here. 2024 dashboard will not be available to the public, so you'll have to subscribe to get the link to that. And that's most of it. I mean, those are the big things, at least. Here's just a look at some of the stuff I've done in the draft and the lead up to 2024 drafts. Here's dashboards you have access to. There's all kinds of that stuff. So here's you know, if you want to see minor league stats, we have that here. You want to go the whole way down to, I don't know, pick a team and see their hitter, minor league stats. I like to do that. Let's see. You know, you can kind of see the whole season's worth of minor league data the whole way down to A-ball. The hitters, pitchers, we got plots, rolling stuff, moving OPS for anybody you want. I mean, just a lot of stuff here. Minor leagues, we have data the whole way down. We have, in another dashboard, there's AAA StatCast data. That's not really available many places, but I scrape it and put together a dashboard so you can see who has high barrel rates, who has high swinging strike rates, exit velo, stuff like that from the minor leagues. So that's another dashboard that's a really big selling point for me. Not many people have that data and give that out. So just a lot of stuff that you can not get anywhere else. A lot of unique stuff, and I'm adding on to it every year. And just the fact that I can do this all um, with Python automated makes it pretty manageable for me. So there's not really a risk of me stopping to do any of this stuff, because after I develop it, it's pretty much takes care of itself. So that's it. I wanted to show that to you. Feel free to email me, reach out to me if you need have any more questions, or if you want a free trial or something like that. I don't typically do free trials, but yeah, I can accommodate. So that's MLB Data Warehouse. Hope you join.